Alright, MGW Gaming here. I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about what I think are the best guns in Call of Duty history. So I'm going to do it by gun type and category. And in this gameplay, I think I get 40 kills and 13 deaths or something like that on firing range. So it's pretty good gameplay. And enjoy the gameplay in the background while I tell you my list. So my what I think is the best SMG in Call of Duty history is the MP7, specifically the Modern Warfare 3 MP7, but it's been good the whole time. That's been in every time it's been in Call of Duty, it's been good. This SMG was really dominant in Modern Warfare 3. It had pretty good range, surprisingly, even though it doesn't look like it would. It had pretty good range, it had a really good accuracy, and it had a really nice iron sights. So you didn't have to waste space on putting on well, I guess back then we didn't have Pick 10, but it was still was a really good gun with a really good iron sight, and it was really good with silencer. And back then silencer was pretty overpowered, and it still had good range even with silencer. And that's what I would say the best SMG in Call of Duty history was. The best AR, I think, is the ACR. Some people would say the best AR is the M8, but we'll get to that in a second. The reason I say the ACR, specifically Modern Warfare 2, ACR is the best gun in Call of Duty, or best AR in Call of Duty history, is because it was basically anyone that picked it up could do pretty well with it, because it was very accurate. Not a lot of basically no recoil. It was also good with the silencer, but a lot of guns were in that game. And I think if you were a new player, you could do really well with it. And if you were an experienced player, you could do extremely well with it, like get nukes and everything like that. And I think it had a decent ammo count for its rate of fire, and you didn't run out of ammo too fast. That's another thing about the MP7 I forgot to mention. It had a really good ammo count, so you didn't run out of ammo fast at all. And yeah, so the ACR is very accurate. You could use it in basically any situation, long range, close range, medium range. And I think it was the most versatile AR ever. So my pick for the best tactical rifle in Call of Duty history is the M8. Now I know Black Ops 4 is the first year to separate ARs into tactical rifles and assault rifles, but since they did that, it made it easier so I didn't have to choose between the ACR and the M8A1. I could just say both. The M8A1 is a burst rifle. It's also called the Swordfish in this game, M8A7 in Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 2 it's the M8A1. It's similar to an M16 as well, so you could kind of group them together, but they are different guns. This was one of the favorites of the pros in Black Ops 2, and it was my favorite AR for league play. And basically, it had really good range and it had a good rate of fire. It was a 4-round burst instead of a 3-round burst, so if you got one burst, sometimes you can kill people with one burst, and if not, definitely 2 bursts. It had a really good range on it, and it was good for holding down the bomb and search and destroy, or holding down spawns and capture the flag and hardpoint. It's not very good for rushing. You'd probably want an SMG for that, but if you're playing public match, you can really just destroy everybody with it. You don't really have to worry about rushing with it either. You can do really well as long as you have good accuracy. My pick for the best sniper is the Intervention from MW2. Some people might say the Barrett was better even in that game, but I don't think so. I think the Intervention, even though it didn't have as good a rate of fire as the Barrett, I feel like it, even if you watch like some MW2 gameplay, if you go back and watch it, I mean, you could basically, it felt like its hitboxes were bigger than some of the other guns. Like you could quickscope people so easily with it, and I think it had better accuracy, second shot accuracy than the Barrett did, where if you try to shoot twice with the Barrett, it would shoot really fast, but it would fly right up in the air. So, but I mean, basically snipers, DSR, Ballista, they're all pretty good in Call of Duty, but I think the Intervention is my favorite. As far as shotguns, I'd say the AA-12 from Modern Warfare 2. It would be my pick for the best, just because one, it was a secondary in that game like it is in this game, so you could carry that along with a sniper, and you could, when someone pulled up on you on your sniping spot, you could just pull it out and destroy them with it. It had a really good rate of fire and damage, so you could even sometimes get one shots with it, but you'd probably at least get two shot kills with it. And if you had extended mags, I think it was basically unstoppable. You could just rush across the map and just destroy people like from pretty decent range as well. Especially up close, it was way better than, you know, a lot of the SMGs in that game, in my opinion, up close. Medium range, it wasn't as good as the SMGs, but up close, it definitely, I think, was better. My pick for the best pistol is the B23R, or B23R from Black Ops 4, or Black Ops 2. I think it was in Black Ops 3 as well, but I forget what its name was in that. But it was similar to that Raffica from Modern Warfare 2 as well. These are all they kind of have similar guns in all the games, but different names. But the reason I'd say the B23R was the best is it felt like it also had really good range. You could almost use it as like a pocket burst, like rifle almost, with how far you could kill people with it. And also, if you're using a sniper class, you didn't have to use overkill. You could just use the B23R and pull it out and just really get pretty good clips of it in feeds. And I used to use it a lot, and I thought it was almost as good as a lot of the SMGs in that game as well. So that's my pick for the best pistol. The best LMG, I think, is the Titan in this game, especially if you have FMJ and the operator mod on it, where it shakes your screen. It's just ridiculous. I mean, they did nerf it in the most recent update, but I mean, before that, it was a monster. Like, you could just get on Nuketown especially, or firing range, and just head glitch the other team's spawn and just mow them down. There really nothing they could do about it. And you could also just get a lot of feeds with it. And even up closer, it's pretty decent. When people pull up on you, you could still hip fire them and kill them. And the FMJ is really key on it, because in this game, body armor is a huge thing. It basically doubles your health. But with FMJ, once you get one shot on somebody with FMJ, it destroys their body armor. And so you don't really have to deal with body armor. So I think that's if you can get FMJ and a gun in this game, you definitely want to put it on. And I like the Cordite in this game better than some of the other SMGs just because it has FMJ. But anyways, my favorite launcher ever was the Javelin from Modern Warfare 2. The reason I think this one's the best is because you could lock on the score streaks easily, and you could also use it to kill enemies. So I think it was a dual threat thing, and you could also aim it at someone's spawn. There's a lot of crazy, you could search up videos of just crazy compilations of Javelin spots. If you put it there at a certain time at the beginning of the game, and you shot a javelin at a certain spot, you could kill the whole team, and it was just really crazy. I think it was overpowered, but that's what makes it so good, I guess. And you could also lock on a score streaks on top of that, so I think that's why I think it's better than the RPG. It's because you could use it to kill people and lock on. But the only one downside to it was that you couldn't just hip fire it. You had to lock on. But I think just the fact that you could lock on made it better than the RPG. So let me know what you guys' picks for the top guns in Call of Duty history are. I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow about the worst guns in Call of Duty history, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.